Hello students, this video is designed to show you how to use the Mountie Academic Plan or MAP worksheets. For this example, we are going to use a student profile with the goal of transfer with a major in linguistics. Mount SAC doesn't have an associate's degree in linguistics, so this student has their degree listed as transfer only. One thing you'll want to make sure of when you're looking at your worksheet is that the major and program goal are correct. The major and program goal you have listed at the top of the screen will correlate with the checklist below. If the major or program is not correct in your profile, you can always change the major under the Student tab in the portal or have a counselor or advisor help you change your major. At the top of the worksheet, you will see a whole bunch of useful information, including your name, student ID number, the major and program goal, and GPA information. Next, you'll see that we are on the Academic tab, which means the information you will see is related to the current academic goal. If you would like to see how close you are to a certificate or associate's degrees, you can use the What If tab. For now, we're going to continue looking at the current academic goal, which is transfer only. This next area gives you a summary of the requirements that have been met for this goal. Because this goal is not an associate's degree, the major requirements are not listed. In fact, only requirements shown here are the requirements needed for general education certification. To learn about the full major and transfer requirements for your goal, you will need to meet with a counselor or advisor. Here you can see there are 4 GE patterns shown in this student's worksheet. The first pattern is the prior to fall 2021 CSU GE pattern. Students who enrolled at Mount SAC or another community college or California State University before fall 2021 and have maintained continuous enrollment are eligible to use this CSU GE pattern. Please check with a counselor, advisor, or transfer specialist on campus if you are unsure if you fall into this category. Next, we have the I GETC pattern. The I GETC pattern is accepted at both Cal State universities, known as the CSUs, as well as UC universities, also known as UCs. The second GE pattern shows how the AGETC pattern is used at Cal State universities and includes the oral communication course required by the Cal States. The third general education pattern shows how the AGETC is used at UC universities and includes language other than English requirement. Students that only want to apply to the UC universities should follow this I GETC pattern. The last GE pattern is the new CSU GE pattern effective in fall 2021 that includes the Area F requirement, Ethnic Studies. A student that started college during fall of 2021 or any time after and would like to transfer to a Cal State University should follow this pattern. Now, the student does not need to complete all of these patterns. In fact, while it is highly recommended, completing a transfer general education pattern is not required to transfer for most majors. There are some majors at some universities that will require you to complete a general education pattern. Ask a counselor or advisor for more information. The student is planning on applying to both Cal State and UC universities, so they are following the I GETC pattern because it works for both types of schools. If you are planning to transfer to a private or out-of-state college or university, please meet with a counselor or advisor to determine the requirements. While some private and out-of-state colleges and universities do accept these patterns, many do not. A counselor or advisor can help you look up the specific requirements you need to transfer. Another important fact is that any student who completes a transfer general education pattern and becomes general education certified can be awarded a certificate for general education completion. Students can apply for that certificate under the Student tab in their portal. So we are going to scroll down and look at the I Get See for CSUs first. Now, whenever you see a red circle, that means the requirement has not yet been met. Whenever you see a green check mark, it means that the requirement has been met. If you see a blue circle filled halfway, that means the requirement is in progress and will be completed by the end of the semester as long as the student passes the classes. Each area has a circle to show if it is complete. Then each group under that area also has a circle. Area 1 is not complete. Group A is complete, and Group B is in progress this semester. Group C, oral communication, is still needed. Area 2 is complete. Area 3, the student still needs an arts course they can choose from this list, and a course in either arts or humanities they can choose from this list. Area 4 is not complete. The student still needs 3 courses from at least 2 different subject areas. Area 5 is complete. Now let's look at I Get See for UCs. You can see it is mostly the same with just 2 differences. Here you don't see oral communication requirement in Area 1 because only CSUs have that requirement. So here it shows Area 1 as in progress. The second difference is at the bottom. You can see the language other than English requirement. Often students meet this requirement by taking 2 years of a language other than English in high school with a C- or better in their last semester. If you meet this requirement that way, you will likely not see it listed here because the high school class you took is not a part of your Mount SAC transcript. That requirement can be verified by using your high school transcripts when you apply for the I Get See certification before you transfer. This student met this language requirement by taking a class at Mount SAC. Something to note is that if you have classes from another college, please be aware this system doesn't automatically show them. You need to request an evaluation of your transcripts. It is also possible that even after you have your transcripts evaluated, you could have a course that meets a requirement from another college and it may not show up on this system. So it is very important to meet with a counselor or advisor to see how your courses from other colleges can be used. So since no classes are listed for the major in the MAP worksheet, you may wonder where to find them. The best thing to do is meet with a counselor or advisor. They can help you look up the transfer requirements and help you make an educational plan. Now, if you have met with a counselor or advisor and created an educational plan together, you can find the Ed Plan by clicking on the Plans tab. This is where you can find a list of all the educational plans that have been made for you. If you have more than one plan listed here, you will likely want to click on the most recent one. So check the date it was modified. Let's view this student's most recent educational plan. We can see by the title of this plan that it includes required courses for UCLA and Cal State Fullerton. Because the plan is labeled as comprehensive, we can see that all the remaining courses that this student needs in order to transfer are listed on this plan. That includes those major prep courses that the counselor or advisor looked up for the student. If the student follows this plan, they will complete all of their transfer requirements by spring 2023. If you still need a plan, please make an appointment with a counselor or advisor right away so we can help you create one. Having a plan will make it much easier for you to see what classes you should take and how long it will take you to complete your goal. I hope you found this helpful. If you would like to see more examples of how to use map worksheets, check out our other videos. Bye for now.